Hi everyone, it's Donna from Spaceman Paper Crafts. I am back today because I was tagged by the lovely Laura, who is Mrs. Stationery and Stuff here on YouTube, and it is the crafty tag. So we answer 10 questions and then we tag some more YouTubers. So I've just left this Christmas card in so you've got something to look at while I'm waffling on. Okay, so I'll get through the questions as quick as I can. Question 1, what is your name? My full name is Donna Marie Clerkin James. I was originally Clerkin, and then when I married my husband, I just added the James. When me and my husband have been together for 16 years, and when we had our son Riley, we weren't married, but I wanted him to have my name as well. So Riley has a double-barreled surname, so I have the same name as him now. So nobody calls me Donna Marie. Everybody just calls me Donna. If you're one of my nieces or nephews, you usually call me Dobby, and that's way before the whole Harry Potter thing started. It all started when my sister Laura couldn't say Donna when she was little, and she's 40 now. So yeah, so she always used to call me Dobby, and then when she had her children and my other sisters had theirs, it just sort of came back and stuck. So yeah, all my nieces and nephews call me Dobby. How did you come up with your YouTube name? Well, my YouTube name obviously is Little Spaceman Paper Crafts, and it is because of my son Riley. Riley is and has been ever since he was old enough to talk, being obsessed with space. And it's grown into an obsession now with physics. He's actually at his school, they're in year 10, so they'll be doing their mocks. But we spoke to his science teacher at a recent options evening, and he said that he is going to put Riley in with the rest, with the year 11s to do biology, which is what the rest of Riley's year are doing, and then next year he's going to do physics. So he's the only one in the school that is able to do that, so we're really, really proud of him. Yeah, so that's where it came from, my little spaceman. So question 3, what is your favorite type of craft? It has to be paper craft. I do like other sorts of crafts as well. I like jewellery making, and I like doing my altered dominoes and things like that, but definitely paper craft. What's your favourite shop for craft supplies? Do you know what? I don't actually have a favourite. I don't know if most of you know, but I have quite bad mobility issues. I have a spinal disease that affects obviously my spine, and it's a degenerative disease, so it's going to get worse, but essentially my spine is crumbling away, and I have osteoarthritis in my knees also, so mobility most days is a bit of an issue for me. If my sister's not working, she will come and pick me up, and she'll usually take me somewhere like B&M, or if I want to go to the range. But most of my crafty supplies are done online, so there's every craft's £1. You can't knock that, can you? That's a really, really good place to get things from. I use Amazon quite a lot and eBay, so yeah, so that's where I get most of my crafty supplies from. Top 5 crafty channels. This was really, really hard for me, because I was thinking about these answers before I uploaded them, and do you know what, I have so many favourites. I've got Crafty Heaven, which is my beautiful friend Vicky. I love her channel. She does so many sort of shabby chic projects, and I really love that, and I struggle with that sort of style. So even though I really like it, I do sort of struggle. So there's her, there's obviously Sam the Scottish crafter. My friend Gareth has a YouTube channel called G's Creations. Now, I used to be on his design team when I first started YouTube. He had a online craft store, and he asked me to be on his design team, and we're actually really close. So we talk a lot all the time, and I love his channels. He's got two. He's got Create at Home with G, and Create at Home with Alf Creations, which is specifically for Christmas, and he does a lot of decor projects and card making and things. So I love G's channel. I love Katie's channel, who is the Crafty Crab. Obviously Laura, Mrs. Stationery and stuff. Steffi, who is FEN Cards. International channels, I love Mamo Made It, Genevieve Designs. I was on Genevieve Designs design team at one point as well, which was brilliant. My lovely friend Carolyn, who is Crafting with Wine. Her channel is fantastic. She does some amazing scrapbook layouts. I just love her, and she's such a nice person. So yeah, I mean, I could just rabbit on about everybody. And there are so many channels that inspire me, and I enjoy watching for various different reasons. So yeah, it's really hard to pick, you know, sort of a top 5 really. Favourite colour? I love black. I just like I love the colour black, and I like purple as well. So favourite craft tools? My Cricut, for sure. I love my Cricut. And these scissors, these are Cutter Bee scissors, and I absolutely love them. They're by EK Success, and I love them. They're really sharp to the point. These actually need sharpening and cleaning. But yeah, those as well. And probably my Zigs, my Zig Clean Colour Real Brush Markers. So yeah, they're my favourite crafty tools, I think. Where do I get my love of crafting from? My love of crafting actually came from my nan, who was a fabulous woman, and she's no longer with us now, sadly. But she used to, when I was younger, she would make doll's house furniture out of like matchboxes, and she would get or she used to call it Fablon, but it's like sticky back vinyl, and she would make like little chest of drawers and little sofas, and oh, I used to sit with her, and we would craft for hours. And my mum is a fantastic sewer and a knitter. She's actually just knitted me a cardigan, which I absolutely adore, and she's amazing at things like that. I don't have the patience for knitting or sewing. I leave all that to my mum. But yeah, that's where my I think that's where my crafty love sort of started, really. When did you start crafting? Well, as I said, well, you know, I was little, crafted with my nan, and then it didn't really stop. I used to be a teaching assistant in primary schools, so I would do so many arts and crafts projects with the children. It was wonderful. I loved it. And I worked in schools for years, so I really loved doing that. So yeah, so that's when my crafting started, and it just hasn't really stopped, to be fair. So what is your favourite craft project so far? There's a couple. My very first mini album, I actually went to a class. It was like a 10-week class, and it was how to make mini albums. And the original class that I wanted to go to was a watercolour class, but they didn't have any space, and they only had space on the mini album course. So I went on it, and I made my mum a huge mini album full of pictures of her grandchildren, and gave it to her for I think it was a Mother's Day, and she spent half the day crying. So it was you know, happy tears obviously, but yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things that I made. And then another one is some of you know that I lost my auntie to cancer earlier on this year, and she and I were very close. And for her wake, after her funeral, I got a box frame from Hobbycraft, and I cut some vinyl out on my Cricut with a really nice sort of like verse, and then I put a picture of her in it, and put some crystals in it, and had that up with some candles on the table after the funeral. And I had so many people comment and say how beautiful it was, that, you know, I was really proud that I could have done that for her. So yeah, so that's all of the questions. So I hope you guys have got to know me a little bit better. I've really enjoyed doing this, actually. I was sort of like watching chat and thinking, somebody tag me, because I really want to do this. So I'm really glad I did do it. So I'm going to tag, I have 5 people to tag actually, and I've thought about this a bit, and then I've picked them already. So Vicky, my beautiful friend Vicky from Crafty Heaven, I'm tagging you, my darling. Katie, who is the Crafty Crab on YouTube, I am tagging you as well. Lisa, who is Crafting Diva here on YouTube, I am tagging you, my lovely. Julie from Julie Olivia's Crafts and More, I'm tagging Julie as well. And my final tag is for Asia, who is the artsy grandma. All of these ladies have fantastic YouTube channels, and they are they all inspire me various different ways. But yeah, so some of them are really established, some of them are new channels. So I really hope that you go over and check them out. So and I hope that they participate in this crafty tag. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope I haven't bored you. I've been waffling on. I'm just looking at my time, 12 minutes. My gosh, you could have made a cup of tea and a sandwich and ate it by the time I finished waffling. But thank you so much for staying with me, and like I say, I hope you found out some interesting facts that you didn't know before. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, and I will be back with another video very soon. Bye for now.